There's great concern about the toxins involved in fracking. Thomas Vogel and Andreas Noltemeyer have begun a lobby group aimed at stopping the controversial gas extraction method in northern Lower Saxony. They fear fracking could lead to gas entering the supply of drinking water, a concern taken up by an American documentary. The filmmakers of Gasland blamed fracking for disturbing scenes like this.
The Gasland film was what initially triggered our alarm and concern when the issue of fracking came up in Germany.
Until now, natural gas has been extracted in Germany through conventional methods, like here in Völkersen, the home village of the two anti-fracking lobbyists. But gas reserves are gradually dwindling. And so the energy companies have come up with a process to enable gas to flow more freely out of the wells. First, a well bore is drilled. Then the drills are directed into reservoir rock formations that contain natural gas. The rock is blown apart before millions of gallons of water, sand and toxic chemicals are injected into the well under high pressure. This fractures the rock and releases the gas that would otherwise have been inaccessible. But not all the fracking liquid is recovered from the well. Some of it remains underground. The anti-fracking lobby's biggest fear is that the chemicals used in fracking could rise and seep into the water table. The chemicals used include benzene, classified as a human carcinogen. Nevertheless, geologists say the risks are negligible.
People assume that something forced underground will have to come up to the surface again somewhere. It's a basic fear. But the actual risk of toxins being transported from a depth of 1,000 to 2,000 meters down is something we believe is rather low.
It's believed shale gas reserves, especially in North Rhine-Westphalia and Lower Saxony, could meet Germany's gas requirements for around 13 years. Now the government wants to close loopholes on fracking and authorise the new technology, but only under strict conditions. Drilling would be banned in designated drinking water areas.
There are issues in areas where environmental protection and the preservation of natural living conditions must have priority over economic concerns. And that's why this draft legislation signals that we're serious about environmental protection.
While Peter Altmaier emphasises concern for the environment, the economics minister sees the same law as an opportunity for technological growth.
We see the opportunities that this technology offers industry and the public. Everywhere this technology is employed, energy costs have gone down. The best example of that is the United States.
The US has raised its gas production by a quarter within 6 years with fracking. Now the country is almost self-sufficient on gas reserves. The price of gas in the US is around a third of what it is in Germany. Still, the Green opposition in the Bundestag say the motives for fracking are misguided.
Even if natural gas really is only an interim energy source, it'd be wrong in Germany to establish completely new methods of extraction whose risks are unclear. It'd give the illusion of a return to the age of fossil fuels. In the US, that way of thinking has put the brakes on developing renewable energies and promoting energy efficiency because people think fracking means they don't need to think about an alternative.
That's why more are joining the protest against fracking. But the junior coalition partners, the Liberal FDP, say they're missing the point.
We have to give people the freedom to continue being pioneers in a country that's been known for centuries for its research and development. That's exactly what has made us so successful internationally.
But the No Fracking lobby group believes this new technology is simply too risky. 2 years ago, this field was contaminated when reservoir water accumulated in conventional gas production processes leaked. Since then, large areas around Völkersen have been polluted.
Fracking multiplies all of the already known dangers. That means reservoir water is even more toxic, the earthquake risk is higher. We'd be facing more potential dangers. What I ask is, must we really squeeze every last cubic meter of earth for natural gas? Must we really pump out every last drop of oil with methods that in reality are quite dubious?
Both of the lobbyists are hoping the Social Democrat and Green opposition will be able to block the planned fracking legislation, and that maybe one day the fields around their village will be clean again.